What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we will be ranking every single starting pistol in Call of Duty Zombies from worst to best. Now I will be basing this list off my personal opinion and how much I like the starting pistol. We're not basing it off damage or any like statistics, just my personal opinion. So if you disagree, let me know in the comments what your list would be. And we are not doing World War II Zombies Infinite Warfare, we're just doing strictly Treyarch Zombies. And now, to clarify for BO4, we're gonna only be doing the Welling, because it's the first one you get, and I know you can change your starting weapons, but yeah. Let's get straight into the bottom spot, which will be the worst. Okay, now hear me out on this. The reason why I think the BO3 Colt is the worst starting weapon is, okay, like, in my opinion, this is the absolute worst starting weapon. It's a terrible excuse for a Colt, in my full honest opinion. Like, what I really don't like about this weapon is, for one, the way it looks. I'm not a big fan on how it looks. Like, as you can see in the gameplay, it doesn't really look much like, I mean, you can tell it's a Colt, you can tell it's the M1911, but in my opinion, it doesn't look as good as, like, and okay, this might trigger some people, but in my opinion, it does not look as good as the War.War Colt. But, and also, look at that reload, man. That just doesn't look good. And also, when you're out of ammo, like, usually when you're out of ammo, the I know what it's called, but the hammer will cock back, like, showing that you're out of ammo. But look at the Colt. As you can see in the gameplay, I have no ammo, and it's just still like I have a full clip. But anyway, it just really triggers me, and I just really don't like it. So yeah, that's all I can really say about the BO3 Colt. And yeah, let's get down to the next weapon. Okay, now I really like the War.War Colt. It was always one of my favorites. I personally really like it, but out of all the starting weapons, I would have to put it just above the BO3 Colt. And this is a complete classic of a weapon for zombies, but I mean, it hasn't aged as well. You know, I don't know what to say, but like, I believe, like, in my opinion, I like the reload. I don't know why I always liked the reload, but I did. But I have a few complaints about this weapon too. That's why I'm placing it so low. But one of the complaints I have about this weapon is about how small it feels. Like, if you've played Battlefield 1, you know the Calibre pistol. It kind of looks and feels like you're shooting a Calibre. It even kind of sounds like it. It definitely does not look as good and sounds as beefy as some of the other Colts we have. Even, like, with as much as I really don't like the BO3 Colt, I gotta admit, it kind of sounds a bit better than the War.War Colt. But this Colt always has a special place in my heart, because it's an OG, it's a complete and utter classic of a weapon. And yeah, that is all I have to say about the War.War Colt. Now let's go on to the next weapon. Okay, now for this one, I'm probably going to get some hate for it, but I personally really do not like the BO2 M1911. Now, I have some reasons for this. One, I just really don't like how it handles. Like, and I really don't like the reload animation, and I really hate that sound. To me, it just sounds terrible. I know to some people they like it, like, but out of all the starting weapons, I really do not like the BO2 Colt. Now, I will admit, it's way better than the BO3 one, but not by much. And I it's just the look of it too. Like the way you hold it, like, and the way you reload it. I don't know why. I'm really, I say, picky about like the animations and how they look, because if they don't look as good as some other animations that you will see later in the video, then I just don't like the weapon as much as the other one. Like, so yeah, that's really all I have to say about the BO2 Colt. But again, just my main gripes with the weapon is how it looks, handles, and sounds. The big one is sound. I hate that sound. I cannot say enough how much I hate the sound of this weapon. I just don't know why. I never liked it. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the BO2 M1911. Oh my god, what was that? Okay, that's all I have to say about the M9. Oh god. That's all I have to say about the BO2 M1911. Now let's get on down to the next weapon in this list. Okay, and in the next spot we have the Welling from BO4. Now, I do like this weapon, and by the way, thanks to my buddy Chris, or TK Obvious. He's the one who provided gameplay for Black Ops 4, because I do not currently have that game installed. Anyway though, about the Welling. Now, for the short time I did use this weapon while playing BO4 Zombies, I did like it. I thought it was good. It really reminded me of the Bloodhound. But I obviously like the Bloodhound better, and I think a lot of people would like the Bloodhound better. But with this gun, I do like revolvers, so that's a point. And two, I do like the sound. The reload, it's okay. It's the look. Now, I think they nailed the look, at least from my opinion. I like the look of the Welling, but honestly, this is kind of getting off track. But with the camo challenges of BO4, having to get like over 3,000 headshots with the Welling, that's it's not so good. Not very good at all. It's BO4 has some of the worst camo systems in Call of Zombies. But anyway, besides that, I think it's a solid overall starting weapon. It's actually pretty powerful. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Welling. It's not the worst, but definitely not the best by any means. So yeah, let's get on down to the next weapon in this list. Now the next weapon we have is the MR6 from BO3. Basically, the default starting weapon on every Zombies map in BO3 except Chronicles. But yeah, there's not much I have to say about this weapon. I think it's a solid starting weapon. I do like the feel and how it feels to shoot it, and it basically feels like a futuristic reskin of the Colt, and I may not be 100% right on that one, but to me that's how it feels. Basically, I think it has the same damage as the Colt, and yeah, the reload animation is pretty solid, the look is pretty solid, it's not a bad weapon at all. And yeah, there's not much I have to say about this weapon. I really do like it, and sorry for accidentally hitting my mic there. I apologize, but yeah, it's a pretty solid overall starting weapon. I do think it's better than the Welling, because, mostly because I do like standard pistols, I guess is what you would call it, maybe. Better than revolvers, and I do like the look of it better. And the sound, now there is a little complaint with the sound. It kind of sounds like you're shooting like a BB gun or a toy. Now that's the case with most BO3 and BO4 guns. It's not just the MR6, so I will give it that. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about the MR6, and let's get down to the next weapon in this list. Okay, the number 3 spot, the next spot in this list, is the Mauser C96 from Origins. Now, I do like the sound and look of this weapon. Not the sound so much in BO3. It just it sounds like you're shooting like a toy or a BB gun. At least to me. It may not sound like that to you guys. Some people might like the BO3 version a bit better. But in my opinion, the BO2 version is better. Now I don't have any gameplay of the BO2 version, but I do like that particular version of the Mauser better. But with the Mauser, it does fit the map pretty well because it is a World War I era weapon. As we know, Origins does take place in World War I. The first map to take place in World War I, I think the only map to. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the Mauser. The reload animation is solid. The look is solid. The sound is solid. At least the BO2 version is. Now, I do not know what the real weapon sounds like, so I will not be comparing this to like the real weapon. I'm just going to be comparing it based on, well, not comparing. I'm just going to be basing it off how much I like it. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one. It's a pretty good overall starting weapon. One of the first times we deviated from the original Colton zombies, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's get down to the number 2 spot. Okay, for me, the number 2 spot will have to be the Bloodhound from Shadows of Evil. Now, I know I did say we were not basing this off damage, but my personal opinion, but everyone who's used the Bloodhound has to admit it's a pretty strong starting weapon. Like, it'll last you till I'd say at least around 10, 12. It's not too bad at all. I mean, it's not great against Margwas or anything, but back to like what I think of the weapon and why I put it at number 2 is, for one, it again fits the map. Just like the Mauser fit Origins, this fits Shadows perfectly. And again, like I said with the Welling, I really do love revolvers, and this reminds me of it basically from what I can see, and what it looks like. It's a Snub Nose revolver, and I really do like it. And plus, with Shadows, I really do like the 1930s through 50s feel, and this weapon really fits in that time era. So, and plus, I really do love Shadows, and this weapon, the starting weapon, is actually really good, and I do like it. But the problem with like using, if you want to go to high rounds with this weapon, you can pack-a-punch it. But again, there's no PhD, and this is basically, when you pack-a-punch it, it's a version of Mustang and Sally. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about the Bloodhound. The reload animation is, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's solid, I guess, for what they were going for. I honestly don't know where I was going off with that, but the look is good. It fits the map, I'd say, a bit better than how the Mauser fits Origins. I know the Mauser fits Origins perfectly, but I feel the Bloodhound just, it fits Shadows so well. And yeah, let's get down to the number 1 spot. Alright, now we are down to the number 1 spot, which is the BO1 M1911, which, in my opinion, is my favorite starting weapon out of any Call of Duty Zombies game. It looks the best, in my opinion. The reload is good. The sound, oh my lord, that sound it's amazing. It sounds so freaking, it sounds like an actual gun. And I always like the look of it, how like chrome it looks. So, it's just my favorite. Like, I know people might like say the Bloodhound or some other weapon better, but in my opinion, this is the best starting pistol in any Call of Duty Zombies game. Treyarch, of course. So, yeah, that's, we're gonna end the video right here. If you guys liked it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and please subscribe.